Hey guys, it's your girl Jade back at it again with another video. And in this video, I'll be talking about bringing my son home from the hospital. Also with my postpartum depression that I suffered with earlier in the beginning when I had brought him home. So yeah, when I brought him home, it was such a great experience. I brought him home November 13th, 2017. I was only in the hospital for about 2.5 days. And I was able to bring him home. He was healthy. He got circumcised and everything in the hospital. Now, the crazy thing is, when I did get home, it was really difficult because I wasn't able to really take care of him as much as I wanted to, due to the reason because I was constipated. And I was constipated because after I got the stitches, like I had mentioned in the last video, I was on medication and I was taking penicillin and I'm sorry, not penicillin. I was taking Percocets, and with the Percocets it made me super constipated, so I could not use the bathroom. That was really one of the worst parts of bringing Jayden home, but it was an easy adjustment with him because he slept with me on the bed. He was probably waking up, I'm going to say, every 2 to 3 hours to be fed. Changing him really wasn't much. He pooped and peed, but it wasn't often. I honestly, after I got over being constipated and after the whole being in pain, it probably lasted about a month and a half. So for a month and a half, I wasn't really coping with being a mom in the right way because I was dealing with the pain that I was going through. So bringing him home, yeah, it was a good experience just to have him home, you know, but for me, it wasn't a good experience. I couldn't seem to understand why, you know, they always tell you to be prepared, you know, but I was understanding why he wasn't latching onto my boob for breastfeeding wise. That was really difficult. I suffered from postpartum, dealing with the fact that I was really a mom and that my life was literally changing. I was doing this on my own. I did not have his dad there to help me. I don't have his dad here to help me still. So the postpartum was really difficult, especially when I'm home all day alone by myself, you know, with the baby. And at times I wanted to give up. At times Jayden would be crying and I didn't even want to look his way. I caught myself crying a lot after my pregnancy, which I didn't do during my pregnancy. So yeah, that was hard. I struggled with looking at the way I looked compared to what I looked like before. My body type wasn't the same. Obviously, right after a baby, it takes a while for your body to get back to what it was. But for me, I felt as if my body had to be perfect right away. I see so many women snapping back, or, you know, everyone's snapback process is completely different. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, I'm surprised that I snapped back to a decent size to what I was before. I only put on about 45 pounds with Jayden, which wasn't so bad compared to what I was weighing before. I wasn't too worried about putting on too much weight or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I did suffer from the weight, you know, like I did hold that so like hard against myself after I had the baby, and I was always being constantly reminded that it does take time for you to lose the weight. You have to work out, you got to eat right, all these other things, you know. And normally I would say let your body heal for about 3 months and before you start going back to the gym and doing things like that. I mean, I had to wait 3 months for everything, so I had to get cleared in order to get back in the way of going to the gym and working out and getting my body right. Dealing with the postpartum was really something that I wouldn't want to go through again. If I ever have kids again, it was really scary for me because there were, I didn't want to be a mom. Like, I didn't want to take care of my kid. I would constantly just be calling people to help me and help me get through what I was going through. I can't fully describe that feeling. I want to, but I just really fully can't. And it really just sucks, that feeling. It puts you in a dark place where you just don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know how to cope with life. I would look at my son and I'll be so happy, but then I would look at him and I'm just like, damn, like, I got to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that energy to take care of you, take care of myself. I feel like I got postpartum from, like, what I said previously in this video. I got it from just knowing that my life was coming to, a close and I would have to start all over. But now I'm starting all over with a baby. And it's just really tough, to get a hang of your new life. Some women, yeah, they're married, they have a husband, but for me, I'm young and I was in love per se with someone who didn't really love me back, and it sucks, I've been with that person for a while, and for them to just let me go and deal with something so drastic on my own really shut me down. And I was suffering also from it, I want to say, due to him cheating on me and getting another girl pregnant. So my son has a sibling before, like, they're 5 months apart. So while I was pregnant, his other person was giving birth, and it made me feel like shit, that I'm sitting here about to have a child for someone who couldn't even just keep it real with me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I wish I kind of like saved myself from that, but if I did, I wouldn't have my blessing. You know what I'm saying? And just because of what I went through early in the beginning doesn't mean I'm suffering through that now. Right now, I'm actually enjoying my son, and I started to learn to love him and love him more. Not saying I didn't love him prior, but I started to understand that being a mom to him is a very important thing. It's not for me, it's for him. He needs me, you know what I'm saying? And I can't let him down. So dealing with postpartum is really hard. I've known people to go through postpartum so bad that they literally give up their kids, or they hurt their kids. And I didn't go that far. I didn't get that far to where I wanted to hurt Jayden or to where I wanted to hurt myself or anything. I was just really drained from dealing with everything going on around me, dealing with people talking about me, dealing with, the fact that I'm a single mom and I have to take care of this little baby by myself. I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I grew up watching my nieces and nephews, but to actually have my own child, I didn't know what to do. And still to this day, I don't even know, I don't know what to do. There's really no manual on how to be a parent. It's just, you get up and go. You know what I'm saying? And you go with the flow. You go with the days. You go through life. No, like, you're not knowing, but you go through life just picking up new things every day. And over the past 10 and a half months, I've literally grown into a different person than I was before I had a kid. I used to be young, wild, and just living life like it was, like there was nothing really out there to lose, Don't get me wrong, I was in school, like I said, I was in college, I was enjoying myself, but I was having fun. I was doing things that typical teenage and 20s, people in their 20s normally do. I was living my life, and when I got pregnant, that stopped. Just put a hold on me, and that's where everything just started going downhill. But this video goes to show and goes to say that, you know, no matter what you're going through, no matter, you know, what experiences you ever had, don't let somebody take away your happiness. Like, don't let anything take away your happiness at all. Like, just because you went through something doesn't mean that you gotta let it keep bothering you and fucking you up for, you know, future, for your future. But yeah, like, that's pretty much it. I don't think that, you know, my postpartum, or me having postpartum, put me in a place where I wanted to physically hurt myself or anyone. It was just more so a mental thing. And thank God I had my family and my really close friends to help me get through that, because I couldn't do it alone. And I feel like even till to this day, me taking care of my kid or me doing things for my child, I can't do it alone. You know, it's always good to have that support system. And I feel as if my friends and family are a perfect support system. Like, I had that support from them, you know, and I really appreciate it. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I really would have came this far. And that's just the honest truth. I just want y'all to know that postpartum is really something serious. And if you don't have that right type of people and energy near you, it's not going to go well for you. You got to try to keep your spirits up. You know, even the days that I was really down, I had people around me to uplift me. I had my son to look at to uplift me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything positive around you makes your life better. I'm telling you. So, I mean, thanks for listening. You know, it really does suck when you have to go through things alone, and, you know, it just puts you in a position where you're lost and confused and you don't know what to do. But like I said, have people around you that you know that really, really sincerely care for you and will hold you down through no matter what. Because I'm telling you right now, the people who said that they were going to be there when I had my kid, majority of them are here. But those people who's like, yeah, I'm going to be down, I'm going to be here, they not really here. There goes Jayden making noise. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video because I think I said what I needed to say. And just subscribe. Thanks, guys.